First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
22. They go here. Hey, Red.
From the gun, here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
First down carry here for Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, give me radar. Hey, go here. Hey.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey, boys, go here.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
15, yeah. 15.
From the 50, it's Smith. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. The 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
To throw on 2nd down to Smith. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can. And it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this
a little
time?
closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
21.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Johnson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Now Stafford. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On 1st and 10, Smith. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Sean Robinson forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
52. 52. Alert. Hey, John.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Smith. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Smith now on second down. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And oh, it's blocked. And all the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So here come the Lions now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Gone!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. This one caught by Crowder. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. Smith now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. 15, yeah. 15, yeah.
Now Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And a stoppage here. Here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Settle down, huh?
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I got 580. 15, yeah. 12. Regular.
On first down, Smith. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Let's go. 15.
Smith on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a second down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 37. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead extends. It's 15-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Big 20, big 20. Hey, Red.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Stafford here. Steps away. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Into the Redskins. Have it they do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Yellow, yellow.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devon Kennard in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Right. Yellow. Good list. Orange.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, back up. Go right. Yellow.
From the gun, Smith. It's brought in by Dodson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
15.
From the red zone now, Smith. And he will find his man on the outside. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing again is Smith, but he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week and they won. A little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game, and they're losing. And
they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that's going to open the lead up now to 3 scores at 18-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Stafford on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Throwing right, and that's complete. He got 29 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Stafford now to throw. And Tate's got it. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On first down at Stafford. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Jumbo! Hey, give me that. I need it. Big shot right there.
Throwing again at Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go. 15.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Buying time to his left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go, yellow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Kerry Hyder in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Let it go here. Jumble, 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 set.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
22. Hey, give me that. I need it. Big shot right there. Hey, tag 53.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Throwing now, Smith. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Hey, on. Great to see. Hey, slot.
Smith. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check. 10.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One last throw here for Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep depth. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side,